In today's video, we're checking out the new gun this season, the GRAU. I said I was going to do a separate video on it when I did my battle pass opening, because I think it was more of a gun that needed a separate video. So here is, of course, that separate video. If you do want to enjoy the video, make sure to, of course, like and subscribe. And yeah, this loadout was really fun to use. I'd highly recommend checking it out. Very, very fun. Absolute beams. So yeah, if you do want my loadout that I was using, then make sure to, of course, stay tuned to the end of the video for that. And let's get into the video. Today's shout out goes to AOGYT. They have 143 subscribers at the time of recording this video, and they do mainly Battle Royale related content. So yeah, if you do go over and enjoy any of their videos, make sure to, of course, like and subscribe. And like any of the videos you do enjoy, of course, and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the channel in general. Of course, I'll be linked down below in the description and up on the screen here. Make sure to go over, leave any supportive comments on anything they're doing right, and if something you think they can improve on, make sure to go over and be supportive and let them know, give them some constructive feedback on what they could improve on. So yeah, make sure to go over, be supportive, be positive, and let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are in the trade mode, and as you can see, I have the GRAU equipped. Yeah, very fun gun to use. It's a lot. Even though this Gunsmith has a lot of downsides, it's still a very fun gun to use. This gun is a very strong gun at its prime range, which is of course that longer range. The one big major downside is of course as you can see there, the bullet speed. So if you are trying to track someone across the screen, it can be a bit more difficult to do that. It's not impossible to do it at longer ranges, but I found when you're firing at closer range, it takes more bullets. In general, it will take more bullets to hit them, because at close range you're moving around quite a bit more, and so the bullet speed plays a bigger factor when you're at closer range, of course. So yeah, that's the one caveat. So yeah, definitely more. This is more of a versatile build. You can build it out like an SMG. I'm not going to show you that build. I don't think it's necessarily the best build for this gun. I would say more of a versatile, slightly more long range build is best for this gun, just to play it to its strengths. Now the range boost to this is absolutely nuts. So it's like 63% bullets damage at range increase or something like that. So yeah, it's an absolutely nuts amount. No, it's 50 something I think actually. Hang on, let me get my stats right. But yeah, yeah, this was a really fun gun to use. It was an absolute beam at range. It's rather competitive to the Kilo. Of course, one major downside being the bullet speed and a slightly worse damage. I think it has a faster fire rate though. But yes, and slightly worse damage makes it a not quite as good as the Kilo, but it's still highly competitive. But maybe not the top 5 guns, but still quite fun, very fun to use. Kind of similar to like stuff like the HVK and stuff. Of course, not quite in the meta, but still would highly recommend checking them out. And this is one of those guns, of course. Here is the weapon inspector, of course. Now, one of the more unique things about this gun is that when you change the barrel, the iron sight changes, which is quite nice. So the original iron sight isn't the greatest, and if you are going to get the battle pass, wouldn't recommend trying to max it. Just max over time, because the battle pass GRAU, it's one that you can't change to its default look, so it'll be stuck with the default iron sight. And of course, the other iron sights are a lot better. As you can see, this is one of the. I think there's 4 different iron sights you can have. So it depends what barrel you're going to want to use, of course. But all the iron sights are quite good, to be fair. So yeah, that's what's one interesting fact about it. It's quite a unique feature, I'd say. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend using the battle pass blueprint for it, unless you want the default iron sight, of course. In which case, be my guest. I believe it is a can reach tap, but it's a very consistent 4 tap out to like 30 meters or something. So yeah, definitely one that's definitely a meta, but definitely really would recommend using, of course. Okay, so here's the hip fast point accuracy. Actually, not the worst hip fast point accuracy, but like I said, of course, it does get let down quite a bit by that bullet speed. So yeah, if you are going to hip fire it, then make sure to, of course, compensate for that bullet speed by trying to kind of predict where people are going to go. Longer range is a lot easier to predict where people are going to go, so you can kind of pre-fire or like try and aim slightly ahead so that the bullet speed isn't as much to a factor, but it's a lot more unpredictable when you're at close range, so it's a lot more difficult to hit your shots. The recoil is very manageable, so yeah, that's another really nice factor compared to quite good long ranges. And you'll see that is the recoil. Super, not much kick to it at all, which makes it super nice at those longer ranges. No man, let's check out the of course the damage. Oh, here's the hip fast actually, by the way. As you can see, it's way much more of a lateral hit fast than a vertical hit fast spread. Horizontal hit fast spread more than lateral, so more than a vertical. So yeah, here are the damage numbers. We have 27, 29, and 37. So it's a guaranteed 4 shot, and it can even 3 shot if you hit 2 heads and 1 upper body, I believe. Or maybe even 2 heads and 1 lower body as well. And it stays consistent out. Of course, like I said, this has an insane range stack, so it will stay consistent out to that 20 meter range. I'm going to put it out to 30 because I'm not sure if it drops off at 30 or not. Now we'll test it at 40 as well. Okay, so it just starts to drop off at 40. It's still a very consistent 4 shot. And all we have to do is hit 1. All we have to do is hit 2 upper body shots, I believe, and 2 then anywhere, which is still pretty consistent to do at the 30 meter range, I would say. So yeah. And finally, all at 40 meters. I'm not sure how much will drop off after that. As you can see, it doesn't drop off too much. That's actually a guaranteed 5 shot all the way out. So that's actually insane range. It doesn't even go down in the damage doesn't even go down to into the teens, which is kind of what makes it so good at the longer ranges. It has really good damage off, of course, because of that insane range stack on it. Of course, if you did want a bit higher range stack, you could use of course a heavier barrel. Now I'm not sure how good it is going to be in Battle Royale because of course Battle Royale is even longer ranges and there's even more bullet speed in that. So I'm not sure how good it is in Battle Royale. I'm sure someone else has already tested in Battle Royale. But yeah, definitely one I would like to test out Battle Royale at some point. But yeah, very fun to use and would highly recommend you checking it out. In fact, might as well show you just some of the other barrels now. So this is the XRX barrel. That's the outside for the XRX barrel. It's a slightly wider version of the current one we're using. Yeah, I think I still prefer the. I think this is the one that gives you extra bullets. Extra, what's it called? Extra ADS time. No, that's the one that gives you that. This is the one that gives you extra ADS time only. Not worth it in my opinion because it does minus bullet speed. And it has a slightly worse iron sight as well. This is closer to the original iron sight. So yeah, this was this was definitely not the best one to use. It'd be funny if one of them, of course one of them gave you a red dot, then that would be overpowered. Then we have this one. This one's more for the SMG kind of bit, for the SMG kind of build. This one again, it's a bit bulky for my liking. Yes, I wouldn't actually go for this one. But if you are willing to go very aggressive, then maybe this barrel might be for you. Of course, it has the minus recoil as well, which is always good for an up close SMG build. And to the barrels. This is the very long range one. This one has the best iron sight, of course, but of course the worst mobility penalty. So yeah, this one's probably, of course, I guess it kind of makes sense. The more range it has, the better iron sight it has. It kind of makes sense, I would say, of course, because you do need more visibility. And then finally, I think that goes back to the original one we had on. Yes, it does. This is, of course, the original, which is of course my favourite barrel, not just because of the downsides, but of course of the upsides and downsides as well. So yeah, like I said, highly fun gun to use. Of course, the main downside of it being the bullet speed. If they buff the bullet speed, and maybe even a little bit of the damage, the base damage, then it would be a better gun. But yeah, I would highly recommend checking this one out. And now let's get into some of the ranked gameplays, and I'll also show you my loadout at the end of the video, like I said in the intro.
Targets in sight. Enemy contact. Enemy in sight.
Hardpoint is ours.
Target.
UAV online. Hardpoint is ours.
Target down. Tango down.
Hardpoint is
Target missed up. Target down.
lost the lead. Capture the objective. We tied for the lead.
Target down. Enemy in sight.
We've taken over.
Tango down. Enemy in sight.
Fight harder. Hardpoint is ours. Fight harder. Get up, team.
Down. Target missed
Heads
up.
up.
Tango down.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Targets in sight.
It's too close. Fight harder.
Enemy. Target down. Contact with enemy.
Hardpoint contested. Be advised. Hostile Predator missile inbound. Is ours.
Shot.
Hardpoint contested. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint is ours. Ready to jam it. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Enemy. Contact with
Hardpoint is ours.
with enemy.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Enemy in sight. Enemy down. Enemy in sight. Contact. I got shot.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours. Friendly swarm activated. SAM turret ready for deployment. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Okay, so here is my GRAU loadout. It is very similar to a lot of other YouTubers. It is a very nice loadout, even though it does say that it's going to quite a range improvement, and the range improvement is massive. The accuracy on the gun is meant to be more of a long range AR like the LK and the kilos. The accuracy on this gun is actually pretty good, so it doesn't matter too much. The accuracy is decreased, and of course the mobility is decreased because of all the range stack we've got on this thing. But yes, we have the monolithic suppressor for the plus sensibility and plus 25% damage at range. We have the FSS 20.8 Nexus barrel for the plus 28% damage at range, plus 33% bullet speed, and minus 12% vertical recoil. We have the no stop with minus 14% ADS time, plus 3% movement speed, and plus 20% ADS movement speed. Now this is the only one that I'd realistically switch out. This could be switched out for the strike stock. So if you want a bit less mobility and a bit more of the kind of the control and the ADS and control and accuracy, then I would say recommend going for this one. But if you want a slightly more versatile gun, then I would say the no stop is your best bet. Then we have the 50 round extended mag for the plus 20 mag capacity, and the Cronin Sniper Elite grip tape, basically the gun laser grip tape for the minus 11.6% ADS bullet spread.